Hi, this is Darla with First Coast Fitness. When you start out on a fitness journey, there's a lot to learn, obviously. And so to be able to help you reach your health and fitness goals, today we want to talk about what are the easiest ways to measure food. So yes, if you have a tracking app, you can scan the barcodes that are on some of the packages if it's a single serve. But if it's something that you're having to take out of a container that you need to weigh. So it's better to actually weigh the food than utilize a tablespoon or to utilize a measuring cup. Yes, you can do that, but the reading might not be as accurate. So let's talk about today about weighing peanut butter. So what I'm going to do is I have my digital scale here. I have it set to grams. I have the scale zeroed out. I'm going to place my peanut butter container on the scale. It's weighing in at 400 grams. Then what I want to do is take my spoon, and in my tracking app today for my snack, it says that I can have 20 grams of peanut butter. And so my goal is to get 20 grams on this spoon. And so I am going to take some peanut butter out until I get 380 grams on my scale, because I started out at 400 grams and my goal is to get 20 grams on my spoon. And so now I have 20 grams on my spoon. And that's the easiest way to measure peanut butter. There's also another way if you're going to make a sandwich. So it's called food stacking. So I'm going to zero out my scale, place my piece of bread onto the scale, and then my bread weighs 47 grams. So I make sure that I put that in my food tracking app. I'm going to zero out my scale. And now I'm going to get peanut butter. And I'm going to place it onto the bread until I get 20 grams. And now I have 20 grams on my scale, spread my peanut butter out, and I've made my sandwich. Another way to track food, or to a different type of food, again, is food stacking. So I'm going to zero out my scale. I'm going to place my bowl, whether I'm making something simple like a snack or I'm making an entire meal. So I'm going to place the bowl onto the food scale. Again, I still have it in grams. I'm going to zero out the scale. And now in my tracking app, I've got to where I can eat 170 grams of Greek yogurt. And so now I'm going to place 170 grams into my bowl. I have 170 grams. I've set aside some blueberries, cherries, and strawberries that are a frozen mix that I have. And so because berries and blueberries, strawberries, raspberries are pretty low in calories, I've left room in my tracking app for the day to have a little bit of leeway in my carbohydrates. And so now I'm going to zero out my scale. I have 170 grams of Greek yogurt on there. And now I'm just going to place my fruit in the bowl, and it's 62 grams. And so that's what I'm going to track in my tracking app.